Welcome to this week's Financial Tip Tuesday. Today I wanted to review 3 different types of accounts that you as parents might want to consider using to help your kids become wealthy. Before you consider these though, one of the best things that you can do as a parent is to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success for retirement. So that way when you get old, your kids are not going to be forced to take care of you because you're going to be able to take care of yourself. The first account that you might want to consider is an UTMA or an UGMA. It depends on what state you live in. And these are custodial accounts, which means that your child would actually be the owner of the account and you would be the custodian until they turn age majority. That's 18 in some states, 21 in other states. And you would help control the account, control the investments. But as soon as they turn age of majority, that account becomes fully theirs and you have no more control of it anymore. The nice thing about these accounts are there is no limit. There is certain limits. If you go above, you might have to pay taxes on gift tax, but there is no limit on how much you could put into the account per year. The other nice thing about UTMAs is the money you can use for anything. You can take it out and they could buy a car. It can be saved for a down payment of a first house. You can literally use that money for anything that the kid would want to use it for. So it has a lot of freedom in that area. The second type of account that you might want to consider is a 529 or a 529 account. These vary a little bit from state to state as well, but they can be used for mostly college or educational expenses. They did make a change a few years back where you can actually use it for K through 12 schools now, up to a certain amount. And also you can use it for trade schools and other type of educational purposes. And finally, just this past year, they actually changed a rule that if the account is open for more than 15 years, you can actually take up to 35,000 of it and slowly move it over into a Roth IRA for a kid. So the nice thing about a 529 account is any money that you make invested inside that account, it's all going to be tax-free when you use it for those educational purposes. So that's a huge tax benefit, especially if you start out young and you have many years for that money to grow while it is invested. The third account that you might want to consider is a custodial Roth IRA for your kid. This is similar to the UTMA or UGMA account, where it's a custodial account, so it's the kid's account, but you are the owner until they become age of majority. But the difference between an UTMA and a Roth custodial IRA for your kid is in order to have a Roth IRA, you have to have earned income in order to contribute money to the account. So a custodial Roth IRA still has the same limits that a regular Roth IRA has. For 2023, that limit is $6,500. But the other thing is if your child only makes, let's say, $2,000 or $3,000 that year, they are not allowed to put in that full $6,500. They can only put up to whatever the amount that they make for the year in contributions. And so I think this is a great option when your kid gets a little bit older, when they turn 15, 16, and they get their first job. This would be a great option for them, potentially. One thing that you might even want to consider doing is some type of matching program. So if they make $2,000, you might want to say, hey, for every dollar that you put in, we will put an additional dollar in as your parents to match for you, similar like companies do for their employees. And then if they put in $1,000, you would match the other $1,000 and it would get up to $2,000 that would be invested. And so this is a great tool that eventually when they turn over to 18, 21, you are getting them a jump start, a head start compared to all these other people who might not wait till they're 25, 35 in order. So those are the 3 accounts that you might want to consider for your kid: a UTMA, a 529, a custodial Roth IRA. Just some ideas to get things going. There are some more details about these accounts that you might want to research before you do it. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. And if you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. And every Tuesday, we have more financial information coming your way. Have a good week.